Good afternoon and a warm welcome from the Peninsula Stadium, where this afternoon Salford's pre-season schedule ends with a game against League One Lincoln City. An overcast afternoon, but plenty of fans starting to make their way back to the Peninsula Stadium after the success of last week's game against Derby. It should be an afternoon to look forward to, with just 1 week to go until kick-off in Sky Bet League 2 and League 1, of course, for Lincoln. Teams should be nearly ready. We've got a chance to see maybe some of the early thoughts of both Gary Bowyer and Michael Appleton. Lineups first and foremost this afternoon: Tom King in goal for Salford. Across the back four, Ibi Toure, a trialist, Ashley from the captain, and Tyler Golden. Another trialist partners, Matthew London midfield, with Conor McElhaney there as well, and Josh Morris, Ian Henderson and Brandon Thomas-Sante look like they're going to lead the line in a front three. On the bench, Zach Jaycock, who signed on loan yesterday from Birmingham City, is the sub-goalkeeper. And we'll get to see him for the first time in the second half. Tom Elliott, Ash Hunter, Jordan Turnbull, James Malado gets a look after an impressive performance against Curzon Ashton on Tuesday night. Liam Shepherd, Kelly Enmai, and there's also a trialist on the bench. It's going to be the visitors Lincoln who kick us off this afternoon. We'll be shooting towards fans over in the school end, in the stand. Newly released away shirts, which is varsity navy, with some light blue trim, navy shorts and navy socks. Meanwhile, Salford in the red shirts, white shorts and white socks. Winning possession back early on here. Run dispossessed. Theo Eden trying to get away for Lincoln. He's now back with Lasse Sorensen, new signing for the Imps this summer. Sends the ball out to the right-hand side. The overlap coming in from Regan Poole. Can't quite get there. It will be a throw-in for Salford City, deep on the left-hand side. The Lincoln team in full for you. Josh Griffiths is the goalkeeper. There's Regan Poole, Max Melbourne, Adam Jackson, Theo Eden, Tom Hopper, Anthony Scully, Remy Longdon, Conor McGrandles, Liam Bridcut and Lasse Sorensen. Here comes across from the right-hand side. It's picked up in the middle. It's kept hold of well by Anthony Scully, and the cross to the back post. Nobody there for the visitors, and Josh Morris brings this clear for Salford. McElhaney challenged by Bridcut. Free kick for Salford. Just a bit hefty there from the Lincoln skipper. For the free kick of the game goes the way of the Yammies. Fans audible just behind us. Here goes long by Lincoln. Sent back forward the other way. Hopper underneath the challenge. And headed on to this right-hand side. London bringing Poole into the game. Across to Melbourne on the left. He's the left centre-back at the moment. Well, naturally a left-back, it's where he spent most of his career, including a spell at Walsall on loan last season. All right, Poole turns, plays the ball up over the top. Just checking his shoulder. Hopper was behind him, but there was too much on the pass from Lincoln. It will be a goal kick. And change of ball as well. And he's running a bit flat, this one, but 2 minutes gone and still 0-0 for anybody recently joining us, and thank you very much for doing so. Here at the Peninsula Stadium, Tom King, goalkeeper. Brandon Thomas-Sante. He can't find a teammate to turn. And then Longdon moving the ball in field to Sorensen. And Bridcut. Lincoln moving the ball the better in the Salford half so far. The late challenge comes in. There will be a penalty for Lincoln City. Late from the midfielder. Trialist for Salford. Brought out the legs of Conor McGrandles. The visitors from 12 yards have the first chance of the afternoon. We can see who will take the penalty. Scully's come across to the right-hand side to pick the ball up. Bounced it a couple of times as he makes his way into the area. First look for Salford fans is to Tom King's ability between the sticks. He's had to save the penalties, thwarted Salford previously. Anthony Scully in front of the Lincoln fans to give Lincoln the lead in this friendly. Steps up, tucks it away into the side netting. Salford City 0, Lincoln City 1. Just enough pace to beat King. He did guess the right way. Just took that right into the post. Good penalty. He applauds the Lincoln fans over in the north stand as he makes his way back. As Lincoln City take the lead here at the Peninsula Stadium in this pre-season friendly. Salford will get us back underway, just 4 minutes on the clock. Late decision from the midfielder and bringing the Grandals down. Price paid. And too much of a setback or disappointment for Gary Bowyer. Of course, that's a pre-season game. Always mean the most. With these games now, as we said previously, is where you're looking to maybe start racking up some results, and that's a poor header in field by Ibitore. Comes to Hopper on the edge of the box. It's a good reaction save from Tom King. Down low to the right-hand side, pushes the ball around the post for a corner, which Lincoln take quickly. Short into Sorensen, and then one more. Scully, ball in behind, intercepted by Golden, comes now to Remy Longdon. Shot behind from another corner. Lincoln starting very fast here. Another corner taken quickly. Scully crossing into the box, it's headed away. And then dealt with McElhaney. Hacks it clear upfield, and Matthew Lund's chasing out Sorensen on the left-hand side. Brings it back now from Melbourne into Bridcuts. Adam Jackson wide on the right-hand side, and the centre-back now moving forward with the ball into Regan Poole. More in field to London. Back to Melbourne. To the left-hand side now. Aidan. Ball through, finds Sorensen. Now he lays it into the path of London. He takes the touch, but he's just crowded out by the combination of Eastham and Lund. It'll be the third corner of the game for Lincoln City. Again, taken quick and short. Scully can't get past Tyler Golden. Puts the ball out for a Lincoln throw, just up by the corner flag. 6 minutes gone, and still it's the Imps who lead by a goal to 0 here at the Peninsula Stadium. Tayo Eden with the ball in his hands. Lasse Sorensen trying to get free of Conor McElhaney. A good season in League One, known at MK Dons last year. And he's chosen to move on permanently away from Stoke City, joining Lincoln. Creative midfielder. Of course, Lincoln beaten playoff finalists last year, losing the final to Blackpool. Prevented them from taking a place in the Championship, but there'll be just as similar ambitions from Michael Appleton this campaign. Strong summer recruitment drive. Josh Griffiths between the sticks, very capable young goalkeeper. Won promotion with Cheltenham Town last season from this division. Kept a clean sheet here as well. In both legs, actually. Griffiths. Thomas Asante closes down Poole. First attack really of the game for Salford. Here's Morris looking to the left-hand side. Torre catching up play and sends it back down the line for Morris. Bringing Poole out with him, gets to the byline. Poole blocks the cross, and it will be a corner for Salford. More patient in getting forward. Thought it would be a corner. The referee's given a goal kick. So they saw that one come back off Morris instead. Involved today was Fiorini on loan from Manchester City for Lincoln. Chris Maguire, experienced striker, knows his way about. Ted Bishop as well, midfielder. All those three involved. All very useful players to have. As for Salford, the new players were only settling in against Derby last week. There's real rhythm to the way Salford were playing and wanting to get forward. This team has a bit of a different look about it with the 4-3-3. Boya trying to accommodate the wealth of attacking talent he has at his disposal. He's on the bench. Ash Hunter, Tom Elliott as well, got off the score sheet. McElhaney's been playing a deeper role so far. At the moment he's pushed up top alongside Henderson. It's moving for 4-4-2. Scully goes down under a late challenge. The ball's picked up by Aiden. Ball side footed in, but the offside flag had already gone up against Tayo Aiden on the left-hand side. Salford have a free kick. Nice work move there by Lincoln. Again, ball goes long for the Ammies. Headed away by Jackson, and Scully picks it up. Quite unorthodox, but he finds Hopper on the left-hand side. Sorensen on the overlap as Hopper across to Scully just outside the area, takes the shot, and King mid-air changed the shape of his body, managed to keep that one out. An impressive save from the former Newport goalkeeper. Showing what he's capable of, his reactions. He was held in mid-air there. Held his position as he adjusted. Lincoln now back in possession though. Eden, ball intercepted by Tyler Golden, and now Redshirt stream forward. Golden with the ball down the right, just slows up as Ian Henderson was looking for it, and now Melbourne step up and win the ball back for the visitors. Here's Sorensen. After Melbourne. Sorensen just inside the Lincoln half. Over halfway now. Shifts the ball out to Aiden on the left-hand side. Across it goes. There's Jackson. Griffiths coming out from the back, shifts the ball over to the right and into the middle now it comes. And back by Salford. Henderson. Lund. Return to Henderson. Trying to find his way forward. Another exchange with Lund, the two former Rochdale men combining there. Quite excited about the partnership they might be able to restrike. Willett, Henderson, Lund. On to the right-hand side now. Golden. He's got space to move into. Sends the cross in from deep, and it was almost a good one onto the head of McElhaney. Comes back to Lund on the edge of the area. Morris can't quite battle through as Lincoln get the ball clear. But an excellent delivery last week for Tom Elliott for what turned out to be the winning goal against Derby County. Tyler Golden, and he gets the nod ahead of Liam Shepherd as he makes his way back from a niggle. No doubt we'll see him in the second half to get some minutes in. And McElhaney turning, opening up the tank, still going, gets a great run. Conor McElhaney, Josh Griffiths out, gets himself down low, and puts the low shot behind for a corner. And that's excellent from McElhaney. Oldham's top scorer last season. With runs like that, you can see why. Nice little shimmy, completely through the Lincoln defence. It's only caught out of shape. And Salford have a chance from the corner. He's got the left stands up on the feet. Asante delivers to the back stick. That's onto the right-hand side. Golden again hooks the cross in from the right onto the head of Henderson. McElhaney gets in front of Scully on the edge of the area. He keeps the ball well and turns out to the right. And the cross not coming back in just yet. Golden will go from deeper into the 6-yard box, but it's an easy catch for Griffiths. Good chance on both the head of Henderson and McElhaney there. And nibbles for Salford. Still 1-0 to Lincoln though. 12 minutes gone. At the Peninsula Stadium, the ball goes forward. An offside flag up against Scully on the left-hand side. He's been a handful so far in this game. Lincoln, a problem here. Bridcut down on his haunches. Let's see what happened, but not entirely comfortable. Chatting to some of our Fellow media from Lincoln. So gets into the playoff final last season. It just extended the campaign. That's for pre-season. Quite a few players missing through knocks or injury, or they've not quite had the time yet to recover. As well as a few missing for the Imps. We don't like Appleton's side. We'll get that. Very competitive League One this season, of course. Salford gets back underway. Ball forward and towards Henderson. Quite gets across in time and straight through for goal kick to Lincoln. That's on the left-hand side in front of the Salford fans again. Just starting to find and pick up voices. Relatively good crowds in the west stands, or lower parts of it particularly. Jackson just in front of them. Back to Griffiths. Griffiths to the left-hand side. Melbourne. Risky pass into Bridcup, but he passes back for Griffiths. And to Jackson. Switch to the left. Aiden brings it down, driving towards goal. Can't get the return from Scully. And a goal kick for Salford. King, long, on by Golden, finding Morris. Morris winning a throw in off Scully. Golden's throw in on the right hand side. Towards the middle, Henderson collides with McGrandles. Salford still in possession with Easton, driving forward. That's left hand side for Torre, clips the ball in behind for McElhaney to chase. Jackson gets across. Can't keep hold of possession, and McElhaney forces him out for Salford throw-in, which Torre comes up for. And it will be another Salford throw. List. Not by Bridcutt. Throw in. Right hand side for Lincoln. Regan Poole, former Manchester United youngster, back to Adam Jackson. And now Melbourne to Aiden. Cross. And back to Griffiths. Under pressure from Henderson, and McElhaney joining on the left hand side. Jackson's pass finds McGrandles. And Bridcutt. And that holding midfield role to pin the ball back and get it clear upfield. Chased all the way by Lincoln. Longden now trying to find a way into the area. Gets inside of Torre, still going. Remy Longden here. It's a great goal if he can finish it. And he can't. Comes off the inside of the left post and then off the inside of the right post. And into the waiting grasp of Tom King. I think he'll be scratching his head how that didn't go in. It was a fantastic run to set it up though from Remy Longden, coming in off the right hand side. So beating 3 or 4 defenders in the process. Onto his left, fine curling shot into towards the top corner at least. And able to double Lincoln's lead here. 1-0 they still lead. Torre now. Ball works over to the right for Golden. Lifted forward, nobody there for Salford. They're just taking some time to get used to here. Longden into Bridcutt. Lincoln on the attack again. McGrandles. Plays the ball acutely in behind. Easton takes the touch on his chest. Longden stops the ball from running away from him. It goes out for Salford's goal kick. Getting short into Easton. Cariboya perhaps using this game to experiment with a couple of formation options. Salford starts the season. Leighton Orient, the visitors here next Saturday. It's a 3 o'clock kick-off in League 2. Brandon Thompson-Sante flagged offside. Tried to hold his run. Just unable to do so. In a week on Tuesday, Salford head to Derby County in round 1 of the Carabao Cup. For a week on the road away at Sutton United, away at Crawley Town. Lincoln, meanwhile, start away at Gillingham and they're away at Shrewsbury in the Carabao Cup before back-to-back home games against Fleetwood and newly promoted Bolton Wanderers. A very mixed start to the pre-season in Emmet side. Happy at the draw against FC United, but have had some better results in their last couple of outings. Their ambition will be to get straight back up to the Championship. Jackson here for Lincoln. They'll have similar ambitions, having come so close last year. Aidan, Sorensen. This ball into the middle, picked up by Salford again. And won back by the Grandals. Ball rolling kindly for him. Thought about the shot, he shifts it onto Longden, who on his left foot shoots low, but he's brought at close range and it comes to the Grandals on the right. Now he finds Longden again. Red shirts flood the area. Eventually Ibitore helps the ball clear. Forward again by Bridcut for Lincoln. It's over Torre. Sorry, over into Torre. And Grandals gets there for Lincoln. Slam back to Jackson. Bridcut. High ball at the left-hand side. Ball down by Scully. Can't get past Golden. But defending from the youngster. And can't get past Aidan. No way out for him. Lincoln back in possession once again. Appleton will be very pleased at how efficiently his side can win the ball back. On the right-hand side now with Regan Poole. Jackson just gets the ball away from Henderson over to Melbourne. Melbourne at the left-hand side now. Ball down by Aidan. Goes down by Morris. And can throw on the left. 21 and a bit minutes gone. Salford City 0, Lincoln City 1. Pre-season friendly. Melbourne actually told in pre-season that if a chance for him to play regularly came up, he could leave the club. Played midweek at Scunthorpe. 2-1 win for 2-0 win for Lincoln, should I say. Also been given the nod today, so a chance to prove himself, perhaps. On the ball again here. Jackson. And Bridcut on the right. Some of the cast on his arm. Into Grandals, and now Bridcut again. Too much on the pass forward. Salford deep on the left-hand side. Possibly expect to see another couple of signings in for the Ammies in the next week. A bit more cover in midfield and at the back. Bridcut here. It's a high ball out for a throw-in. Torre on the left-hand side for Salford. That's the ball back on the touchline into Thompson-Sante, challenged by Bridcut. Fairly, says the referee. It will be a Salford free kick taken quickly. It's into Torre. And back into Easton. Screen across to the right. Salford trying to find the mechanics of getting forward. McElhaney can very much be that. The striker, an attacking midfield role. There's the slow back pass back. just holding up a bit on the pitch. Salford deal with it, and now Easton. Into the middle. Gets it back again. Torre. Good ball into Tom Sasante. Just too many Lincoln players around, and he's fouled. Maybe a Salford free kick. Combination of Poole and Jackson. Just a bit too much for the Salford forward. Lively against Curzon Ashton on Tuesday night. A couple of sights at goal. Plenty of power in his shots at least as well. Torre take charge of the free kick. Plenty to aim at. Lots of height in this Salford side. Set pieces will be quite important this year, you'd imagine. The ability available. Torre takes a breath and left-footed curls the ball into the back post. Easy catch for Griffiths, and Lincoln look to get away quickly. Golden comes across. Aidan breezes past him, knocks him down in the process. Now Lincoln 2-on-1. Torre just catching up the cross into the middle. Torre is there, gets the ball clear. And good defending from Salford's Gambian fullback. Golden took the risk of making the challenge on Aidan. Just Lincoln had the answers to get past him. He's trapped on the touchline by a combination of Aidan and Scully. Morris comes to help out. Finds Henderson. More confident now from the Ammies. Travis gets away from him. The Grandals challenge. Knocks the ball down the left for Torre. Back in for Thomas Asante. Lund. Back to Easton. It's over by Salford. And back to Easton. And we're on. Torre. On the left-hand side. McElhaney dragging Jackson out of position with him down the left. His options either short or in the middle. Goes back for Torre. Asante. Can't quite find McElhaney with a reverse ball. Lincoln do manage to get it clear up into McGrandles. Now Jackson out to Poole. Neither of their first visits to Salford. Regan Poole visiting in pre-season with Manchester United a fair few seasons ago. Asante finding a way forward. Just unable to find McElhaney. Olden man disappointed there that couldn't quite get onto the end of it, but encouraging the chances and the openings that Salford are creating. Poole in his hands. Thrown on the right hand side. Still 1-0 to Lincoln here. Hopper heads the ball in field. And back by Salford and McElhaney. Good decision to leave it. Henderson finding Asante on the left hand side. Poole with a shoulder barge there. No intention of playing the ball. Referee happy to let that one go. It'll be a goal kick for Lincoln. Salford fans in the West Stand not too keen on that decision. Ball over to Melbourne. 22-year-old. Supposed to move forward into. Back now for Griffiths. One more for Jackson. Griffiths acting as the pivot to move left and find Melbourne. Now Aidan playing in that left-back role. Wing-back role, really. Breakup does just drop a bit deeper to provide a third centre-back option when Poole and Aidan get themselves forward. This fluid system that Michael Appleton employs. He's back in. Healthy and fit after announcing earlier in the off-season that he had testicular cancer and he's had work to, well, he's had an operation to deal with that particular one. It's good to see him back, and the message is as strong as ever to all the men out there. There's something to be serious, and there's a lot more information available online, so if you are concerned, don't be afraid to speak up and get checked out. Back here, Torre to Easton. After working the ball over to the right. Lund. Henderson coming short. Laney in the vicinity as well. Back to Lund. And Salford working it around. The straight pass, asking a lot of Easton there. Manages to keep the ball in, and Torre can help out with that one. Returns it to the Salford captain. On it goes now. Morris watching the ball down. From back there by Aidan, and that will be another free kick for Salford. Centrally possessioned here. Good side to goal for any of the free kick takers. Henderson will leave it, but Morris, McElhaney, Thomas Asante will all be interested in this one. Josh Morris on his left might just get the nod ahead of Thomas Asante. Just pull the socks up and stand as cover. McElhaney also fancying to say, but he walks away from this one. It will be Thomas Asante on his right foot. Dipping shots, and Griffiths has to push it up over the bar. Technique from Brandon Thomas Asante there. So they have the goalkeeper thinking. Torre with the corner on the right, ball crossed in, it's headed on by Sorensen for Lincoln. Thomas Asante picks it up on the left, he'll drive at Bridgecut now. Just loses control of the ball. Lincoln play the way out from the back, although Lund gets in the way of Paul's clearance. Bridgecut takes over, found Sorensen on the right hand side, touch on his chest, and he brings the ball away from Morris. And then Thomas Asante into Bridgecut, return to Sorensen. Dane out to Melbourne. That's the left hand side, but Aidan with a slack bit of control there. Loses possession, and it will be a Salford throw on the right. It's Torre. Easton. And playing on the left hand side of the centre back to Ash Easton. Not playing either. Jordan Turnbull only on the bench as Gary Bowyer has a look at this other centre back. In the areas Salford needs to strengthen. And depth to Morris. Into McElhaney. Turning away from Bridgecut. And Easton. Morris. Easton again. It's the middle. Played up the left hand side, but just a bit too much on it from the trialist centre back. Maybe Lincoln City's throw. It's the final 15 minutes of the first half, and the 4th minute penalty from Anthony Scully, still the difference between the two sides. Other than that, it's been a relatively tight game. Lincoln have had, I'd say, the better of the possession. Salford starting to cultivate a couple of chances. And able to find a way past Griffiths still. Season on loan for the 19-year-old. West Brom. He entered England's youth level, I think it was March last season. Went away for a couple of games. I think Cheltenham managed to work their way around it. On a quest to the League Two title. The offside. There's Griffiths over to Melbourne. Going forward down the left hand side. Can't find a teammate, and Tom King comes out of his area to gather that one. And allowed some room to move into the Salford number 1. Easton. Torre. Inside of Longdon. And Lincoln's best chance is the penalty with that shot that came off both posts before being gathered by Tom King. Eastham to Torre. Eastham again in Henderson. Too accurate the pass into the middle. Centre back deals with it. And finds Golden. Again, red shirt streaming forward. Just as many Lincoln shirts get back. Henderson dropped deep to try and make something happen here. He went for the ball. And Hopper went over Henderson's outstretched leg. It's a free kick for Lincoln City. It left and to the back again. Bridcut to Griffiths. Noah Jackson, former Hartlepool man, into Bridcut. Click forward. Eastham gets in front of Hopper. It's cleared by Trialist into Thomas Asante, holding off Regan Poole. Can't find someone with his ball out. Scully plays it down the left. Really good through ball, but Hopper couldn't get there. King was out. Salford back in possession. The Trialist who switched to the left-hand side of that centre-back pairing for now. Eastham on the right. Here is the captain. Passes forward. Golden made a good run. Brings the ball down well with his chest. Aiden to try and deal with again. He wins the ball back, having lost it. Back to Lund, cross in from deep. He drops a few feet wide of the post. Enough quite to trouble Griffiths. Nobody challenging for Salford either. That's the sort of area that you probably find Tom Elliott occupying. Trying to get into. And still Lincoln lead. Michael Appleton will no doubt be quite content with his side so far. They've not given away too many opportunities. They made the most of when they had that spell going forward, particularly early on. Bright start. Torre here for Salford. And let's work it between themselves. Influence Thomas Asante. Again, bodged over by Regan Poole. The referee not interested. He was looking right at it. Ball down the right. The Trialist read that one well. Takes the throw. Gets it from Torre. Lifted forward. Sorensen. It's been armed there. Lund wins it back regardless for Salford. Torre. Back over to King. The Salford stopper on the edge of his area. Not had too much to do either in the first half, apart from the penalty. Salford defending well, trying to translate that into attacking options. Golden again takes the ball well on his chest and volleys the ball up to Morris. Goes down under Bridcut's challenge. And the Salford midfielder under pressure from Tyler Golden. Back to Poole. It's again off Longdon. Jackson. And Griffiths again. Over the left-hand side, Aiden heads it back. Melbourne. Forward, good turn by Scully, just clipped by Matthew Lund. Free kick goes in favour of Lincoln. McElhaney having the ball taken off him by the referee and throwing back to Max Melbourne. Bridcut turns it to Melbourne. Back to Griffiths. Once again, Lincoln more than happy to play the ball around. Trying to drag Salford out of position, create any openings. Salford keeping the discipline so far. Maribor has brought a very steely nature to the Salford side. Also, it's very old school. Defenders gathering in numbers. Bridcut. Lifts the ball down. Golden, though, in position well to chest that one back to Tom King. Salford will start again from the back. Here's Easton on the edge of his area. Dropping the ball out. With the long ball. Salford throw. Henderson back to Torre. Actually to keep the ball away from Longdon. Goes back to the trialist and one more again. Back to Tom King. Looking for his best outlet. Sends the ball forward. Couldn't quite beat Melbourne, otherwise Morris would have been in. He's flagged offside here as he was getting himself back to come and claim the ball. Feels he might have been onside. A tight call regardless. However, it will be Lincoln City's free kick into the last 5 minutes of the first half here. Lincoln still lead by a goal to nil. And a penalty spot by Anthony Scully. Thomas Asante racing away. Clip from behind. This time he does win the free kick. Quickly taken into McElhaney. Keeps the ball away from his marker to find Henderson on the left. On the trialist lays the ball to the right. Easton coming forward. Finds Lund. Up to the trialist centre back. Henderson now. Torre. And he's looking a lot more settled and calm in this second period of the first half. Again, it's just very static at the moment. King is looking desperately, but he doesn't have too much to aim at. Actually, he quakes the ball high. Jackson gets up ahead of Henderson. Salford back in possession. King. Ball to the right hand side. Golden heads it on. It's the path of Morris. Melbourne comes across to clear out for a throw, which Golden takes quickly. Melbourne gets in the way of Morris. Tyler runs the ball off Josh Morris. And that's the challenge, which the referee says wasn't a fair one. Free kick for Lincoln, and Aidan stays down on the ground. Morris having a talking to as well. It's in a league fixture that might have warranted a yellow card. Referee giving the benefits of the doubt to him on this occasion. Free kick Lincoln though, the clock ticks down towards 45. Griffiths out to the left to take. High forward, Easton challenges, Hopper wins the header. The centre back wins the second ball. For Lincoln City's throw. Aidan. Player who's a regular for England at youth level. Played throughout the teams from under 17s to 20s. Players kept on from last year too. So Bridcut. Good work in the middle from him to keep the ball away from Lund and the other Salford central midfielder. Challenges Longdon here. Wins the ball for the Ammies. Golden. Good pass upfield looking for Henderson. Jackson positioned himself quite well there. Have to put Henderson off. Lincoln with the goal kick. Short to Jackson. And Poole now. Back to Jackson again. 2 steps forward. Poole. Into Longdon. And Grandles. Into Hopper. Fouled inside the Lincoln side. Free kick for the visitors. Poole sends it over to the left. Melbourne taking his way forward, slaloming almost into Scully. A bit quiet recently. The Lincoln winger Southampton winning the ball back for Salford, but again there's not much of an outlet as the midfielder drives out to the left. Salford to work it right. Golden into Morris. Golden again. Easton. Lund. It's away from Sorensen. Ball back to Tom King in the final minutes of this first half. Torre. It's inside of Longdon. Gives chase. Has the pass out. To King again. And the Salford stopper. Good pass out to the right. Straight into the feet of Golden, who can drive forward now. Got 4 attackers ahead of him. One of them's McElhaney. And 2 between the pair. Now Lund. Over to the try list and to try list. Torres free on this left-hand side. Salford go back the other way. Easton. Lund. Easton again. Golden. Easton being harried by Sorensen. There's the half-time whistle. Anthony Scully's early penalty. Giving Lincoln City the lead at half-time here. It's pre-season friendly. Salford City 0. Lincoln City 1. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes or so when the second half kicks on. I'll give you the second half coverage then.
quick record.
Welcome back to the Peninsula Stadium, where we're ready for the second half of this final pre-season friendly game for Salford City. It's currently Lincoln 1, Salford 0, and there's a change for the Ammies at the break as Jordan Turnbull has come on in place of Ash Eastham. And it's the Ammies who gets us underway, shooting towards the away end in the second period, and Lund wins it back in the middle. Over across to Trialist. Now one more over to Ibi Toure. That's in Lund again. The throw in for Lincoln over on the right hand side. Go through the teams very shortly when we do get a chance to. Just working it over the visiting side. Anthony Scully penalty early in the first half. I'm guessing the right way. Couldn't quite reach it. It's the only difference between the sides. So we've had two very presentable opportunities through Conor McElhaney, also through Brandon Thompson-Sante from a free kick. I'll be hoping to get themselves back on level pegging in preparation ready for next Saturday's kick-off against Leyton Orient. Foul there. Salford on the left-hand side. Lincoln with the free kick, moving it back to the right. So thank you for the second half. Joining us is Jason Lope. Jason, thank you very much. Just to give the players insights for certain moments as they take the shot here from the right-hand side, but it's just wide from Remy Longdon. A bit of space over on the right there, and just can't quite bend it into the far post. Salford play going again. King over to the left-hand side for Turnbull. Turnbull long up the left-hand side, just looking for the run of McElhaney, Thompson-Sante. Jackson sends it back the other way, and Hopper head it out for Salford throw in front of the north stand. So 1-0 still to Lincoln. Probably expect both sides to make changes throughout the course of the second half. Lincoln making several throughout. Team not too dissimilar this afternoon from that win against Scunthorpe. It's Golden here, pass down the right foot. Henderson to chase. Golden coming across and dealing with that one accordingly. We'll just try to roll down into those corners when you're out there, from the looks of it. Our place. Jason, will tend to roll down the corners there.
Yeah, it was a good little move. Obviously, just didn't quite come off the way it was Tyler was hoping. Good move from Hendo. Seems like we're asking a a few more questions of them at the minute. We certainly started a little bit better than we started the first half, so hopefully we can build up into it and stay on the front foot and ask some questions.
Just a bit more context about pre-season as well. When you get to within a week, what's the emphasis? What is it usually that managers and players are looking for in the final game?
Yeah, I think obviously we work on a lot of things throughout pre-season, and it's in preparation for that first game. You're wanting your match sharpness, you're wanting the majority of your squad to be ready and available for the first game. I think obviously pre-season friendlies they play an important role, but everybody really knows where the bread and butters are. The younger lads will obviously get some opportunities, but I think obviously the
Paul to break cut, and the ball comes into the left-hand side. So to cut you off there. Picked up by Cohen Bramall, the change for Lincoln. Just unnoticed before their opening, and there it goes through. Hint of offside. London goes down. He says no penalty. So forget that one clear. Bramall on the left-hand side into Sorensen. Return down the left again. Oops. Hint of offside. Spilled it. Pulled back by Lincoln. So if we deal with this and bring it clear now. On the left-hand side into Brandon Thompson-Sante. To work his way in field, cuts back in. To the left again, but just unable to find the control there. Back in possession. They're very tight in the box when they get there. They're always looking to draw players into them. So that's how they won the penalty in the first half. Sorensen finds a gap. Bramall's in behind. That time he is offside. It will be a free kick.
It's a good test for us today. They've got obviously very good movement. You can see they've worked on a few patterns of play. The full-backs are really pushing on, the wingers coming inside, and the 2 eights in midfield running on, creating a bit of space for Brincup to come into the pitch. So just how we're trying to deal with that and come up with the answers is a great test for us.
Two sides to very similar journeys over the last few years, both promoted from the National League within the last 5 seasons. Both sides have won the EFL trophy back in the Football League, and Lincoln of course winning League 2 seasons ago. That'll be the ambitions here this season, at least to get promoted to League 1. So winning it would be nice, of course. Although, very confident of his side's ability going into the season. The new lads have come in and settled down well, similar to what you were saying last week.
Yeah, they have. They've got some really good lads in. Got a good dressing room that'll make it very easy for the lads to embed, build upon, and obviously improve the squad.
Griffiths, long ball forward there. Back in possession, it's out towards Bramall. From Colchester during the last season. Ball forward again to Bramall. His touch takes him into the area, just about keeps it in, pulls it across the 6-yard box, and Torre gets in front of Rennie Longdon. Out to this south stand side for Lincoln City throw, which Tayo Eden comes up for. Melbourne into Sorensen, dispossessed. Morris trying to accelerate away. Melbourne stepped up as well. Slips the pass into Hopper. And Grandals to Sorensen. And to Aiden looking up into the area. Goes inside. Sends the ball back out. Bramall's cute pass in. And out onto the edge of the 6-yard box. Makes the save and now rolls the ball into the path from Morris, and Salford trying to get themselves forward. Brincup bringing Morris down there. The central midfielder's job just to stop the attack.
Yeah, it's a clever one there, obviously showing his experience just to slow us down a little bit.
Now to Lincoln has the ball back with Griffiths. Eden. Melbourne Comes to Griffiths again. Comes to the edge of his area. To Adam Jackson. Surroundings changed a lot since he came here in late 2015 with Hartlepool United in the FA Cup. Comes to the old ground now into Peninsula Stadium, and from last season into this season, now have supporters back. And what was that like last weekend against Derby?
It was brilliant. It was refreshing to walk back out there with a bit of atmosphere, and obviously finally get to meet the fans. It's been long overdue, and hopefully this year we can give them plenty to cheer about and be proud of.
Delaney back to Golden. Comes the ball up to Tom Sasante, and after a slight hesitation, the referee awards the free kick against Aidan. Shifting it back over to the right-hand side. Golden puts his hand on it and plays it back. We're waiting to the left, but Salford looking forward. Right for Golden. Just behind him, Liam Shepherd and Ash Hunter out to warm up. Players on the bench alongside Jaycock, Tom Elliott, James Mallardo, Kelly and Mai for Salford. The starting 11, Tom King in goal. For now's Ibu Toure, Jordan Turnbull, trialist and Tyler Golden. Matthew Lund alongside a trialist in the middle. Josh Morris on the left, Brandon Thompson-Sante to the right. Dean Henderson and Conor McElhaney in the middle. As for Lincoln, Josh Griffiths, the goalkeeper. Regan Poole, Max Melbourne, Adam Jackson, Tayo Aidan, Tom Hopper. Colin Bramwell's on for Anthony Scully's, Henderson, by Melbourne getting into the area. Remy Longdon, Conor McGrandles, Liam Bridcut and Lasse Sorensen. This is the Lincoln bench made up of youngsters from their academy. Golden waiting to take the throw high on the right. 10 minutes into the second period. Golden gets past Aidan, get the ball into the middle, and McElhaney couldn't quite adjust his body in time. It came to him at quite a pace. Just put that one over.
Really positive work by Tyler there. Very, very good. Great cutback. Maybe a little bit too much pace on the ball to say it was a good chance, but really positive play.
Now the goal kick. Lincoln trying to play the way out, Salford with numbers forward, trying to keep them penned in there. Lincoln's ball into the middle, pass through to Hopper. Ball in behind for Longdon to chase, but Tom King well out of his area.
Yeah, good position there from King. He just on the front foot, any through ball in behind, he was in a good position to affect it. If it was overhit as it slightly was, so good keeping from Kingy there.
If I catch the fourth officially that I've seen those go wrong on camera. Aidan switches the ball back to Griffiths. Griffiths now across to Jackson. In the first half of the season he had at Cheltenham last year. I think earned the right to show what he can do in League One. Take the place of Alex Palmer. Lincoln. Aidan back to McGrandles. Ball into Longdon, it's loose into the middle, but Aidan can pick it up and find Bridcut. Out to the right-hand side. Forward. Poole, McGrandles, and Sorensen. Turns on to his right foot, back to McGrandles, tried to nudge it back to the oncoming Poole. Finds Aidan, and then Golden gets up to head the ball away. To Sasante, dispossessed by Aidan. Into the middle, slips the ball into McGrandles, out to the left now for Bramwell. Touch inside, rolls the ball over, lays it back off for Sorensen, clipped in by Lincoln, but dealt with by Salford. Back with Lincoln again. Jackson at the back now, into Sorensen. Bramwell pointing where he wants it, but Sorensen dispossessed by Henderson, and Lund turns it through. Henderson just dragged back by Sorensen.
Good defensive position there from Endo, just helping out the midfielders. Lundy gets a good toe on it, and we're on the break, so good defensive shape there.
Free kick taken quickly as Tom Sasante knocks the ball inside of Aidan. brought down again. Free kick in. Well, as commentators, we always say this is a good position. As a player, is this, you know, how do you set this one up?
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity, isn't it, to ask some questions. Work on a few set pieces, obviously, to try and trouble the opposition. And I mean, Josh has got a wonderful left foot, so he might fancy it here. Tyler seems to be on the outside.
2 in the wall. He does find the wall. As its job as the ball comes back to Torre. Hits a low shot there. It's blocked by Lincoln. And now they look to break. Has to keep his feet. Remy London as he plays the ball through. Can't find Bramall. He does bring it back for the free kick.
Yeah, cynical one from Josh. It was the dark arts coming out there. Right thing to do, a little bit like we spoke about with Woodcut earlier on, where you're just breaking up the attack. It was a little bit of gamesmanship, but necessity. Allows us to get back into shape and reset.
So at the moment, just holding the ball up as Tom Elliott's preparing to come on from the bench, as is Zach Jaycock. Thought it'd be his first outing in the Salford shirts. Aidan puts the ball up for Sorensen. Plays the try list. Still going, and the referee again, an advantage there, brings it back for the free kick. Lincoln just trying to get a hold of the game again as we approach the hour mark, leading by a goal to nil here at the Peninsula Stadium. Liam Shepherd also ready to come on. As Gary Bowyer gets ready to make a host of changes as pre-season allows. Trying to work out side. I think we'll probably wait for this set piece to pass first. Lincoln don't quite have the same physicality as Salford. The changes are now being made. Lincoln being replaced by Zach Jaycock. Signed on loan with Birmingham City for the season. Tom Elliott replacing Conor McElhaney. And Liam Shepherd going to come on. Place of Josh Morris, perhaps. No, it's Tyler Golden coming down, so it's straight, right for right. So just again, Jaycock for King, Golden coming off for Josh Morris, and Elliott for Conor McElhaney. Doing a good runabout for Conor. Had that sizer in the first half. Elliott, who scored last weekend, looking to come on and see what impact he can have on this game. Still waiting to take this free kick on the left. To Thomas Asante. The ball comes to Aidan, clips into the back. And Jaycock's first action's a relatively comfortable one.
Yep, they'll be disappointed with that, Lincoln. Obviously the position they had, and not to beat the first man and ask us some questions, they'll be disappointed, but on our part, well defended and snuffed out.
Similarly to how they were before, it's a bit more of a 4-4-1-1 now. As we go forward, I'd imagine Morris and Thomas Asante will get themselves up with Elliott and Henderson. Partnership that never really had too much time to work and flourish last season due to Tom Elliott's shoulder injuries. Shepherd puts a strong challenge in on Hopper. Ball comes to Bramall. Sorensen, it's a good run from the Grandals in behind. Looks for a corner.
Yeah, well covered. Obviously, they're very intelligent players, and like I said earlier, you can see that they've worked on one coming short and one moving in the space. So well defended there.
Stanley are going to take the time with the corner. In the first half, taken very quickly. Sorensen on the edge of the quadrant, delivers with his right foot. It's headed down by Jackson and across goal. That's in the 6-yard area, but it's wide. A goal kick for Salford as Ash Hunter now comes on. And he will replace Trialist in the middle. So again, if this ushers a slight change for Gary Bowyer. Scored the winning goal on Tuesday night, so I got a chance to see that one.
No, I've not seen it. I've heard about it from Ash himself. Yeah.
Intrigued to know what his version of it is. It's not a good strike either way. Jay Cock.
It sounded like it was one of the all-time greats, the way it came out. But, I'm delighted for him to obviously build his confidence and getting firing going into the season.
Back in possession here at the stadium. 0-0 still. And we put straight pass in the middle. So it comes back to Jay Cock. First time on loan in the Football League. Made his Birmingham debut last season. A couple of appearances in the Championship. Obviously to that loan spell at Gloucester City. Broken ankle in his time there, but he impressed and very highly thought of at Birmingham City, so providing some strong competition for Tom King. Ambitions to push on to go and claim the #1 spot. It's good to have that in net. Birmingham back in possession now. See how busy he's going to be in the final 25 minutes. Good cut to Jackson. Works at left, Aiden's ball through. Needs communication there, but Jay Cock right on the edge of his area, he's not got it. And Hopper, advantage goes on. Don't quite know what happened there. So Lincoln double the lead as Tom Hopper slides the ball into the open net. It's off for 0 Lincoln 2. He's just taking a bobble or awkwardly at him.
Yeah, I think it came through a little bit quicker than maybe anticipated. Be disappointed with that. They'll learn from it and move on.
That's what pre-season is there for. That particular one goes. Salford gets us back underway. 66 minutes on the clock. Hopper, who was very much instrumental in Lincoln's playoff campaign, as Thomas Asante up at the other end, squares the ball into the middle. Dealt with by Jackson for a corner to Salford.
Yeah, it's good play there. Obviously, big T's a threat in the air against anybody. And we've got to be having runners going off in Brandon, making a really good run, and putting it into a dangerous area. So hopefully we can ask a few more questions from this corner.
Just want to taking a couple of steps backwards. Plenty of red shirts to aim at. He swings the cross in with some pace. Morris did get there at the near post, but nobody else could get on the end of it. Torrey kept the ball alive. Now Shepherd looking for Elliott on the corner of the box. Turnbull back out to the left hand side for Elliott. Keeping the ball away from Poole. And Bridgecut passes back for Lund. Takes a look up, ball into the area. It's just over Henderson.
It's the right ball. It's definitely the right ball. Endo made the run, checked back and gone again, and it was well seen, just slightly overhit.
It was Elliott at the back post. Just another foot or so on Henderson. Not a good chance there. He wins the ball up the left, drops down into the middle for Bridgecut. It's away from Morris, now Sorensen. Brings the ball forward a bit more, but Shepherd steps up, takes the ball off Bramall. Asante couldn't get there. Shepherd putting pressure on Aiden. Henderson will keep pushing and putting it all the way on. Max Melbourne goes back into Griffiths. Puts his ball out to the right, way over Remy Longdon.
It's in the defender and then going to cross obviously to the keeper, force the error. Good play.
For bringing it out from the back. Shepherd. Morris. Turnbull. It's Hunter on the left-hand side. Forward. Well, he's just had to go and move his car. linesman has come to ask him. So he'll be away for a few minutes. Just Hopper here for Lincoln. Down on the left-hand side, reaches the area. There's one more on for Bramall, but Shepherd gets himself across. There's that out of play, and it will be a goal kick for Salford. Another change to come for the Ammies as the trialist comes on to replace Brandon Thomas-Asante. Final 22 minutes. Up to challenge Bridgecuts. Hunter picks up the loose ball and back into Lund. Hunter on the left hand side. Turnbull into Hunter. Trialist. Turnbull. Now Morris. Again, dropping deep to try and make something happen. Through ball can't quite find Henderson. It's cut out by the Grandals, and Lincoln back in possession of those. Given away by Regan Poole. Pass at the side goes out of play. Throwing for Salford. Maybe it's taking deflection, which is why it wasn't accurate. Throwing for Lincoln. Poole. Challenged well by Morris, puts the ball out. Work out the changes now as the Salford team is. It seems Morris has come in field just to the side of Lund. Hunter on the left, Travis on the right. It's Aidan for Lincoln on the left. Plays the ball in behind for Sorensen, who's offside. Free kick. Taken quickly. Lund. Going to find Hunter, turns back, now Turnbull, over to Morris. Henderson, that's Toure on the left hand side. Hunter, Turnbull, to the right. Elliott, trying to nip it through. Intercepted by Lincoln, and Turnbull picks up the loose ball there. Toure into Hunter. Seems to be looking to rekindle their partnership on the left-hand side. Always dangerous whenever they have played together. Always feel they can make something happen. Lincoln tries to play the way out from the back. Cleared up by Aidan. Travis gets across Hopper, the second goal scorer. Cleared out to play for a Lincoln City throw on the left-hand side. 2-0. They still lead by. Shepherd. For an option, not too much on. Morris drops off. That's Turnbull. Now Lund, off for Toure. Henderson in the middle, trying to keep the ball away from the Grandals. Can't get past Bridgecuts. Salford still in possession though. James Millardo preparing to come on. Shepherd, moves it right. Trying to switching it into Morris. Takes the touch down on his chest. Toure. Slips the ball in for Lund. Commits himself. Morris takes over possession. Now Henderson turns, finds Elliott at the top of the box, slightly heavy touch. Now Shepherd heads it on, but the trial is just off the pace. It's out behind for a goal kick, and Salford will make change. Number 6 even. Lund comes off. Millardo comes on. A very good introduction at Curzon Ashton on Tuesday night. The youngster, signed from Newcastle Town in the summer. And he'll take up a central midfield role. Very athletic, young and hungry. Jaycock. So the substitutions used now for Salford. Barring Kelly and Mai. Number 18, Gariboya seems to have taken a keen eye to. Morris here, can't get away from Sorensen, but Salford still in possession. Elliott to the left for Torre. Now Henderson, Torre, Hunter. Square across from Malado, the referee stepping out the way as Malado still going. Pass out to the right, Shepherd, side of his man, Malado just dropping off. Trying to return the ball in field in a very advanced position, it'll be Torre. He can win the ball back with Bridcut. It's going out to the left hand side. Now Bridcut. It's Hopper back, and the ball slammed upfield by Lincoln. Back into Jaycock. Hunter. Morris. Forward into Henderson. On the right is the trialist. Turns well past Aiden. Charging towards the area, puts the low cross in. Jackson's clearance comes back to the trialist. Hunter swings the boot at it. It's saved by Griffiths, who was grounded. Slightly unlucky there. To fall back from that for a second game match, Hunter. The result is Lincoln City throw. Left foot though. Tries to find his shooting boots. By the trialist in the build-up though. Maiden drops down. Henderson, Morris is it right for the trialist. 1-2 with Malado. He gets the return. Quite. Morgan happy to see that one out behind for the goal kick. As Lincoln prepare substitutes. Jovan Nakama is going to come on. To take the place of Remy Longdon. 14-15 minutes or so. Gariboya will also use his last substitution as Kelly and Mai again will come on, just as he did last weekend. And he'll replace Ian Henderson as the captain's armband passed over to Josh Morris. To use youth. Something that he worked very closely in at Blackburn, Derby County as well before he came here. Is that Mai turns, finds Elliott, who shoots from range. Shoots over into the west stand, trying to find that range. Never any blame attached for having a go, particularly when he spent as long out as he has. Only a couple of goals in competitive games to show for his time here. Both of those came in a short period after he arrived against Accrington Stanley in the EFL Trophy. Port Vale too. Hoping to contribute what he knows that he can this season. It's been a tough 18 months for him. He's really raring to go. Here off the try list is dispossessed by Melbourne. It's to Sorensen now. On the field to McGrandles, challenged by Malado. Afraid to get stuck in. Goes back to Jackson. Aiden. Shepherd, dispossessed by Aidan. Advantage, says the referee. Shepherd unaware that Aidan was coming in behind him. Ball to close range. Corner number 5 of the game for Lincoln City. Sorensen again, placing the ball down in the quadrants. Lincoln bodies make the way forward. Karma coming on for Longdon, which provides a bit more height. And Young, the cross comes in. Was in and around there. Longdon's header, Poole's header, sorry. Sent over the bar. Salford have the goal kick. So trailing by 2-0 to last year's League One playoff finalists. Dolphin division. Two other sides. Gets away from Poole here. Bloomsbury cut down. Elliott turns well. And this time he has a shot, and this time it dips just over the bar. That came from Industry of Kelly and Mike, with a closer sight of goal that time. And just unable to beat Josh Griffiths. Into the final 10 minutes. Going up against Torre, but Torre not diving in. Eventually gets the challenge in, and Hunter getting all the way from Poole. Morris back to Torre. Torre forward into Amai. Still going, and eventually stopped by Bridcut. He feels he's going to have a challenge on his hands here. That slip will end up with some clip or another. Salford back in possession at the back with Jaycock. Try list. Back to the other. Sorensen applying the pressure for Lincoln. Jaycock. Sending it down the right. Again, just struggling to get it out from the midfield. Millardo. It's just behind Morris, but Hunter will be able to pick that one up. Sends the ball down the left. Torre keeps it down in his path. Looking for the cross now. Lays it back for Hunter. Hunter's right foot does go for the shots. Elliott was trying to stab across into Tom Elliott, who was lurking around the back post. He got away, just unable to do so. And remains 2-0 to Lincoln. Griffiths across into his area. There is starting to turn to Leyton Orient. Saturday will be the starting 11 for Gary Bowyer in the 46-game season in League 2. Starts to approach. Hunter trying to stake his claim for a place. Kelly and Miles going to do the same if he can do more of that. Pulls down Bridgecut just to stop him from coming out. At the expense of a goal kick. There's a number of youngsters amongst Luke Morgan's side who will be keen to be pushing for sort of appearances. Of course, the development squad as well. So Liam Laughlin towards the back end of last season. A glimpse of Hayden Campbell as well. And those lads will be looking to get themselves into Gary Bowyer's thoughts. Manages to get the ball back for Salford. Shepherd on the right-hand side. It's all away from Bramall and curls a pass cutely into Tom Elliott, who had both Amai and Malado running beyond him. Turns back for Morris instead, threads the ball through looking for Toure. Too much on it. Just not like the dropping off it's had for the final few minutes. So if we get themselves back into the contest. Griffiths to the right. Toure challenges, left his man on the ground. Catch each other mid-air there. Pool is going to require physio assistance. Take a break. Just a chance for Salford supporters. Just to remind you, if you haven't already, season tickets are now back on sale for the 2021-22 campaign. Buy online at tickets.salfordcityfc.co.uk. You can buy from the ticket office. The opening times will be on the website after the game. And the updated ticket information will be in there. If you've already ordered a season ticket and waiting for it, they are available to collect also during ticket office opening hours. And check the websites and get those posted on social media for you as well for next week. Visiting this time in 7 days. Now they completed the first 90 minutes of the season. And nice fit to pick up where it left off against Orient in that same fixture. Last game of last campaign. 3-1 win, 2 goals for Brandon Thomas-Asante. See though, Lincoln here, throw in on the left, goes back to Josh Griffiths. Jackson, he's in for Melbourne. Left hand side, Aiden, ball in field. Ball for Liam Shepherd, who's fouled. Free kick. Looking to get these minutes under his belt. Liam Shepherd after that niggle. Just held off there by the Grandals, but the referee not interested. As Elliott puts the pressure on. Breakup sends the ball right. Poole into McCarmer. Hunter slides in on Poole there. Managed to get the ball away. Aiden in for Sorensen. Malado. Fields the two number 21s. Salford back in possession. Toure on the left. In for Morris. Malado. In the centre circle. And the ball right. Lifted in behind for Tom Elliott, who's on side here. To the touch line. In Melbourne. There's a throw in though. Shepherd twirling the ball in his hands for his outlets. Into the try list. It's over by Aiden rather heftily. That'll be a Salford free kick, deep on the right hand side. Tom Elliott, the obvious danger man from a situation like this. Jordan Turnbull coming up from the back as well. Speaking to him on Thursday, and he was saying he'd like to add a few more goals to his game this year. Third most appearances in 2020-21. One goal away at Walsall. Shepherd composes himself for the free kicks, hooked in. Elliott does make the run, didn't quite get there, and Morris is first out to the loose ball. And a corner off the bridge cuts. Towards the final minutes of the game. Hunter goes to the left-hand side for the corner. Everybody forward for Salford. Everybody back for Lincoln. This Hunter's ball into the 6-yard area. It's a catch again for Griffiths, really. 6'4" of him when you deliver that close. He's going to get a chance as a nine. Tracks back well. Puts a good challenge in with Cohen Bramall. One greatly appreciated by the Salford fans. Take a shine to him. Having plays previously been at Manchester United and City. Griffiths to the right into Bridcut. Poole. Griffiths. There's the full-time whistle. Passes that one out again. Salford ending pre-season 2-0 defeat to Lincoln City. A close match, I think. Penalty and one of those category goals. To put it down, Tom Hopper second. Other than that, there was very much in it. Both sides having possession, both sides having chances. Set Salford up, ready to go for the upcoming campaign. Sky Bet League 2. And kick-off is next Saturday at 3 o'clock against Leyton Orient here at the Peninsula Stadium. And we'll have full and live coverage of that one. Commentary in the UK for £2.50. And overseas there will be video feed available, subject to restrictions, but we'll put more information out about that during the week in the build-up to the game. As for Lincoln, 2 wins and a trot for them going into their season. They kick off away at Gillingham. All the best to them for the upcoming campaign. And thank you very much to them for providing the opposition this afternoon. Season ahead, hopefully for both sides. We'll see how it starts this time next week. But thank you also for watching and listening this afternoon.